We have moved over to another section of the Great Hall here at the Kentucky Center for African American Heritage. This time I am here with co-author of 2 Centuries of Black Louisville, Ken Clay. Thank you so much for talking about your book with us today. So what is your book about?
Well, 2 Centuries of Black Louisville is a book about the black experience in Louisville for 200 years ago. Covers areas as black life, black business, just survival in situations where segregation ruled,
Right.
but also covered areas of black fun, black enjoyment, captured, I think, in many ways the nightlife, special events that took place in Louisville's black community.
Yeah, so you get a little mix of everything, which is so special. And that's exactly what this exhibit shows. It's just pictures from your book. So talk about some of the ones that are displayed here.
Well, there's the one right there, for example, school desegregation. After schools were desegregated, you know, a black child and a white child come together, you know, in a friendly-like manner, you know, things of that nature. We also have pictures of civil rights struggles. Many people would say when Dr. King came to town.
Yeah.
We've captured pictures of him interacting with the local civil rights leaders and things of that nature. Entertainers that we have, people like Miss Helen Humes, fantastic Helen Humes, who grew up here in Louisville and made a name internationally. You know, so we have kind of a complex mix of beautiful photographs that depict life, black life in Louisville.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. And you are actually co-author of this book. So who are the other 2 people that helped you write it?
Oh, Dr. Blaine Hudson, fantastic individual, but also was very much involved with the University of Louisville out there, and an experienced book writer. He had written books before. The other guy was Mervyn Orbisman, who was retired from the Courier Journal. So we had kind of like a punch, I guess, with the 3 of us in different areas of endeavors coming together to write this book.
Right. And where can people find the book?
You can find the book online, Amazon, of course, and you can find it in bookstores, selected bookstores around Louisville.
Awesome. Well, if you'd like to learn a little bit more about this exhibit, visit kcaah.org.
You know, the Kentucky Center for African American Heritage also offers preservation trade workshops in jewelry, fiber art workshops, and open studios. GDL's Naila Spencer takes us inside.
The Heritage Center is committed to promoting and preserving African American history through arts and culture. Right now, we're in the Samuel Plato Industrial Creative Arts Institute, and I'm here with 2 artists in residence. I'm with Julia Youngblood and Gwendolyn Kelly. How are y'all doing today?
Great. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you. So let's talk about this space we're in. Tell me about a little bit of the history behind it, and what is the space used for?
This is our open studio, and we've just cleaned it out over the last 3 or 4 weeks, and it's now ready for folks to come in and make art. And we're here every Tuesday making art with young people and families and people of all ages. It's an intergenerational space. So we're so excited to be able to open it up and have a beautiful place for people to create in community.
Yes, it sounds like a great opportunity because I know that this is like a newer addition. Amazing. So another question, I know that you all offer an array of opportunities here, one being jewelry and fiber art workshops. Yeah. Tell me about that.
Okay, every Friday we are open to the community from 4 until 7 in the space next door. And what we do is introduce people to jewelry making of all kinds and also to different fiber arts if they're interested. So if someone wants to learn how to knit or crochet or do a little weaving, this, you know, it's just a good place to come and get an intro and also be able to hands-on make a gift for someone or just something to do. So it's very intergenerational. We take all ages. Young people under 16 or so need to have an adult with them just to be extra hands, but we're just really community-based and open for people to come and create.
Yeah, and I think one important thing to mention too is that it's free for the community. So I bet that you all see an array of people coming in each week.
Yes, thanks to a grant from Fund for the Arts, it is free and open to the community. We have lots of supplies on hand. We have all the tools people would need to get started. A lot of people, go further and later, start getting their own supplies, but it's free. You can just come in. We have snacks on Fridays and Tuesdays, so it's just really a nice, comfortable place to come with a friend or with a family member and just sit and learn to make something.
That's nice. It's nice. So let's talk about this collaborative effort. So I know that you all are well-known artists in the local community or throughout Kentuckiana, but tell me, how did you all get involved here at the center?
Sure. Gwen and I had been working together for many years. The Jewelry Studio has been in existence for 15 years, and we've had regular members come that entire time. And Gwen and I were working together through the Arts Reach program at Kentucky Performing Arts, and when that changed during the time of COVID, we started doing a little bit more work with Akram and working on celebrating the Black Experience exhibition. And then Akram talked about really wanting to take some of the space within the center and provide a community art space.
Amazing. That's amazing. So one thing that I want to know too is, why do you feel like it's important to promote arts and culture in the community as it relates to African American history?
Well, what I really feel is that every person has their own ancestry, their own being, their own need to create and express themselves. And often when they walk into spaces where art's being made, they're feeling like they have to express somebody else's truth. And so this is really a place where people can be authentic and be their own self and have all of their ancestors back behind them coming forward with them and really creating something that they can feel good about. And it's a very non-judgmental space. So with that in mind, people walk in and feel good immediately, and we need that as a community.
I bet.
Yeah.
I feel that too, even coming in, and then of course you all have these windows with the bright light coming through. So tell me, if people are interested in learning more about the workshops you all offer, or just more information on how they can get involved, what's the best way for them to learn that?
The very best way is just to go to the Heritage Center's website, kcaah.org. There's always a listing of what's going on, but they could also just drop by.
Coming up next, how the center is bringing genealogy research and workshops to the public. We'll tell you all about it. Stay with us.